Hello everyone, and welcome to my tutorial on how to implement your mesh into readable p3d format. So first, you're going to want to start by going to github.com and ArmA warranted slash ArmA Toolbox, and you're going to want to go navigate over to releases and select the most release release that is here, and then select armatoolbox.zip and go ahead and download that. Next, go into Blender, go to Edit, Preferences, and then Add-ons, Install. And then select wherever you have your ArmA Toolbox, download, and just install. And then it should show up here. And then O2 script path, you want to make sure that this is going to be your ArmA 3 tools O2 script.exe. That way, once you have this set up, once you import your mesh from Blender into p3d over and over again, then that way you won't have any weird shading issues. Okay, so we're going to start with the base cube here, and we're just going to get this into readable p3d format. So you should see a little tab here. It's kind of hard to see in between the XYZ axis and your scene collection. So go ahead and just click this little tab here. You'll see Item, Tool, View, and then you'll see ArmA 3, ArmA 3 Tools. We don't need to deal with ArmA 3 Tools right now. We just want ArmA 3. So next, you want to select your mesh and hit ArmA Object Properties. So your mesh is now readable by p3d format. Resolution, you can set this to whatever number you want. Resolution is pretty much like ArmA does it by resolution and it does it by distance. So usually 0 and 1 are going to be your most detailed LODs, and then anything higher like 5, 10, or so on is going to be less and less detailed. Usually I like to do 0, 5, and 10 LODs, visual LODs. And then you'll have LOD, you can choose your LODs here. Custom is your visual LODs. And then everything here is pretty much self-explanatory. And then once you have done that, you're going to select your mesh, make sure it's all one object. And if you have certain parts that you're going to be animating or anything, you want to add vertex groups and make those like create the plus and then hit the plus and then the group. And then for a weapon, you just call it, I don't know, barrel. And you just assign the barrel. But this is just a cube. We're not going to have any hidden selections. So we're going to go to our cube and hit tab. It'll bring us into edit mode. Next, we're going to select our entire model and hit Control T. That will triangulate the model. And that way you won't have any n-gons. And then after that, we can go to File, Export, then File, Export, and then you should see ArmA 3 p3d. If you don't, your ArmA 3 tools install either failed or you did it incorrectly. So we're going to hit ArmA 3 p3d, and then we're just going to export wherever the heck you want it. I'm going to call this cube example.p3d and export, and it should export fine. After that, we can go to our desktop and see our p3d and open it. And here's our cube. Thank you for watching, and continue on to part 2.